Hey everyone! Ever wondered why some winters hit us with sudden bone-chilling cold snaps? Well, let me introduce you to the polar vortex, winter's icy secret. So what is this polar vortex? Picture a swirling mass of icy cold air that stays near the poles like a giant invisible hurricane. It's a large, circular wind pattern that usually keeps the coldest air trapped near the Arctic and Antarctic regions. There are two main polar vortices: the Arctic polar vortex in the northern hemisphere, which impacts areas like North America, Europe, and Asia, and the Antarctic polar vortex in the southern hemisphere, affecting southern parts of the world, including Australia and South America. Now, under normal conditions, the polar vortex stays over the poles, keeping the coldest air in these regions, but sometimes it can shift and become weaker, allowing that icy air to escape and head south. This is what causes those notorious cold snaps or extreme weather events in places that don't usually experience such intense cold. For example, when the polar vortex weakens or breaks apart, it can send blasts of cold Arctic air farther south, bringing freezing temperatures, heavy snow, and strong winds. Ever wondered why some winters suddenly turn extreme? Yep, blame the polar vortex. What causes these shifts in the polar vortex? One factor is warming in the stratosphere, known as sudden stratospheric warming or SSW. This can disrupt the vortex, making it weaker and causing the cold air to spill southward. Another key player is the jet stream, a fast-moving river of air high in the atmosphere. When it shifts, it can drag cold Arctic air south, leading to freezing temperatures. So what happens when the polar vortex weakens? First, we get cold weather, colder than usual temperatures even in areas far from the poles. We also see snowstorms and heavy snowfall in regions not typically used to such weather, and unfortunately this can lead to power outages due to high demand for heating and strain on the electrical grid. Meteorologists use advanced weather models to keep an eye on the polar vortex. While they can predict some changes, it's still a complex system and somewhat tricky to forecast with pinpoint accuracy. Why is understanding the polar vortex so important? It's crucial for maintaining the Earth's climate balance, keeping the coldest air near the poles and helping regulate global temperatures. But as climate change affects the polar vortex, we could see more frequent and severe weather disruptions. So, there you have it. The polar vortex plays a key role in winter weather, controlling where that frigid air goes. By understanding it, we can better prepare for those sudden and intense cold snaps during winter. Stay warm out there, folks.